Hey, good evening. I hope this is an encouragement to somebody. Um, we're constantly getting questioned on is faith enough? Or is your faith doing what it should? Are you producing fruit? But I'd like to say something that I've never heard before, and it's just a thought that came to my mind. Jesus says, I am the true vine. Jesus said you will know them by their fruit, right? Jesus is the good tree. He is the tree of life, and he produces good fruit. And if you're in him, you don't have to worry about it. He said, just abide. If you abide in me and I in you. He's saying he will. He will. He does abide in you. He doesn't grow weary. He doesn't fall away. He abides in you, and he produces good fruit. And we abide in him simply by recognizing it. We are refreshed, nourished, fed, supplied by recognizing him as the good tree who produces good fruit. And it's not something to categorize or measure out. It is just something to acknowledge as true. Positional truth is practical. Not to man, not to mankind, not to the carnal man. Positional truth is practical in the spirit, because God is pleased with faith. Faith that says God is true. Every man's a liar, including me. But Jesus said, if I abide in his word, if I abide in his word, he that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. For without me you can do nothing. I can't even abide without Jesus. I can't abide in him without him. He is the one who's abiding in me, in him. It's funny, but it's all grace. So that nobody can say I did anything. I'm a worn out, tired, nothing. He abides in me, so I abide in him. And what he's asked me to do is to receive his word and abide in his love and recognize that he brings forth fruit. Fruit that I desire. Fruit that he desires. It's easy to want change in me. It's easy for me to want a transformed life. We all want that. The tough part is measuring it. We don't measure it. The tree of the knowledge of good and evil is what measures good and bad. But the tree of life, which brings forth good fruit, we eat of it by hearing and believing. And just abiding. You said it. You said it, Jesus. You said, I can do nothing, but if I abide in you, the same brings forth much fruit, because you are the good tree who brings forth good fruit. So I just take your word, and I have expectation, I have a hope. And I know hope doesn't disappoint. My hope is that you would be you. That's something that you can pray according to his will and know that you have exactly what you've asked for. Maybe you don't know exactly what it looks like. Again, we're not trying to measure it. And the fruit of the Spirit, those things, there is no law. There is no measurement. So you're okay to ask for love, joy, peace, patience. His life. You're okay to ask for that. Jesus, I want your self-control in me. I recognize that I can do nothing except abide in your word and eat from you, the good tree. So, Father, I ask that you would supply me with life, because I believe that I have died with Jesus Christ, and I don't have a different life, but I have been raised to newness of life. And that you're working in me. Even though in and of myself I can do nothing but just blow in the breeze sometimes. But he takes care of us.